Welcome to Tanks Invest. We're talking about investing, finance, and professional development. So I've been getting this question a lot lately, especially with the, just a wild, volatile market that we've been experiencing so far. What should I be doing in this crash? How should I be thinking about, if with the war cultivating between obviously Ukraine and Russia, how should I be expecting the interest hikes that's expected to happen? And all of these other, negative or positive media affectation, right? And the answer is basically the market is definitely a very convoluted animal and it's hard to gauge because you're incorporating psychology of investors' mindset, quantitatives, right? And some logical judgment, right? So to practice a consistent method of cultivating returns, right, is to have a really sane methodology, a step-by-step that you always want to follow, right? And you will notice that everything that I talk about on a day-to-day basis is repetitive, right? There's a thought process behind how I'm able to make returns consistently and over time, right? And I don't mean to continue to plug my Patreon thing, but I just want to come back and give you guys this frame of mindset all over again, right? And you notice in my video too, I do the same thing, right? Every single morning, I distribute a list of both crypto, which I currently hold about 70 crypto, and about 70 stocks, right? And what people do, and what I do personally as well, is just like a sanity check, right? Scan the perspective. Is it a buy? Is it a sell? Right? And you shift on to the dollar cost average, the DCA levels, right? Are we within the frame of levels, right? And as you get that gauge, you look into the third step, right? You scan for the largest variance, right? And with respect to when you see a number that's really, really high, that means it's extremely overbought, that you should technically sell, right? When you see a stock or a crypto that's relatively a negative number, that means it's really oversold. That means it's a good buying opportunity for you to get in, right? So regardless if today was a market crash, regardless if today was a massive pump, regardless of what's going on with this convoluted world that we live in, right? Stay within the methodology that we have laid out here, dollar cost average logically, and just know that technicals will come true eventually as you're quantitatively vetting out all the numbers already, right? And it's just about you being risk averse, right? With your cash reserve that you have allocated on the side, dollar cost on your fair, attractive, and steal levels, right? Fair will be 5 to 10%, attractive 10 to 15%, and steal will be 15 to 25%, right? And continue to do that until you see a signal that says sell, right? And then you get the money and you put that back into your cash reserve, right? And by doing that, you will accumulate your cash reserve over time, right? And this is the methodology that I've been using for the last 6 years so far, right? It's a proven method that allows you to basically mute out all the noise, regardless if the war is cultivating or not. Basically mute out all the media affectation that frankly sometimes can be a deceit, right? And to just stay within the logical frame of reference and continue the cycle, right? Basically, after the step 5, you come back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you continue to build a wheel for yourself, right? And eventually the cash wheel that you have in terms of your profit will grow over time. By doing that is both compound of interest, right? At the same time, logical asset accumulation. So hopefully this is helpful. And what you do is basically you could also reference this chart with the actual chart that you see in front of you. But it's very convoluted. It's hard to digest, right? And that's why breaking it down this way is going to be saving you a lot of time and energy. At the same time, in a convoluted dynamics that of investing, is simplified, and it gives you that accelerator for you to make the right decisions, especially time is money, and money is time, especially in the financial market. All right, so appreciate you. Let me know if you have any questions on this one, and take care.